Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for your next act? Team Smetherding, give me a cheer and keep it going. Team Mango, give me a cheer and keep it going. Oh, are you well? You good?
Yeah.
Good. That's wow. That was, I didn't even think you said nothing. Went yeah, which is brilliant. Was that you, or which of you made a difference? You looked at each other and like your partners in crime. That was brilliant. I'm going to choose you. Not like that. That's not what this is it? You tonight. No, I hope it's not. This has started well. Hello, I'm Shannon. I could be dead by 9 PM. No. What's your name? Amy. Nice to meet you, Amy. You're a student, I assume. Do you, because I watch Challenge quite a lot, do you know the Challenge channel? Yeah? I like quizzes. Is anyone a fan of like old-fashioned quizzes? Like Bullseye, do you know Bullseye? Fucking dig Bullseye, aren't you? Like, can you think of one? Think of like a quiz.
Like catchphrase.
Catchphrase, that's one. Can you think of one, sir? Eggheads, yeah, that's pretty recent, but you know, I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Because basically my favourite is Family Fortunes, right? And the reason I like Family Fortunes is because you heard a noise and it was ding or and you knew instantaneously you were right or wrong. You were sorted just like that. And I think we should be able to bring that back when we're, I don't know, like chatting up a lady or something. So it could be like, Amy, what is it you study exactly?
Modern languages.
Modern languages. How old are you?
19.
19. What's your favourite kind of flooring?
Laminate.
Laminate? You can still win the car! I had a personal mission to make that a punchline, and Bruce is proud. So, which is another one. No, yeah. Do you remember your childhood that well, Amy? Bit of a weird question, granted, but
Yeah.
you do? Good. Because I do a bit, but basically my mum rang me the other day, and she told me something I did when I was 5, which you should remember, and I was never told about it, okay? When I was 5 years old, I punched a cow in the face. That's something you should remember, isn't it? And you're thinking, how could you have done that? I was taken to a farm, my parents took me to a farm, and like where you learn about animals and things, and I tripped. But rather than trip with my hand open like that, I tripped with a clenched fist, and my fist fell into a cow's face. But Ben, how was the cow so low down? It was a baby cow! I punched a baby cow in the face! From that young age, I knew I like my meat tenderised! But I like to imagine that cow had to deal with a lot of things. It was like, you know, like a cow psychologist. It was, I remember a cow psychologist bench. It was like, oh, I've had a really bad day. The psychologist went, tell me about your mother, because that's what they do. I know. Had some work. So, yeah, no, I've got quite a weird addiction. Basically, I like cats a lot. It does sound creepy, you're right. But like I spend a lot of time, more than I should on the internet, looking at pictures of cats. You might find that a bit weird, but I spent a full day looking at the top 10 pictures of cats in bow ties. And let me tell you, that Persian, he looked pensive. It did, it's true. But basically, I don't think you can be mad when you like see a picture of a cat. So it's kind of like, oh, Ben, you've been robbed. Oh, it's terrible. Is that a picture of a cat you've got with you there? Yeah, it is, yeah. Good. But they've taken your laptop, they've taken your money, they've taken everything. Oh, it's a terrible shame. How old's this cat in question? I think it's good for good news as well. So like, what's the best news you ever heard, Amy?
Got into uni.
Got into uni. That's great news. Imagine how good a news that would be if, like, a cat told you. What's that? Thanks to comedy and showbiz, you don't have to imagine. Hang on. Amy! I'm pleased to tell you, you've got into university. It's Solent University! Hey? I go there. It's comedy cat humour. That took an hour to make. Genuinely took a fucking hour. But no, I look at these pictures of cats so much that I was on the train going to a gig the other day, looking at the pictures of cats, and I looked at it for so much that my Wi-Fi broke. I was like, oh, my Wi-Fi's broken. It's broken again on the train. And this woman heard me, couple of seats near me, and she was reading a book, and she went, "This never breaks. This never breaks," like in a really cocky way. I had a look at the book. It was called Eat Yourself Thin. One of those things, that book I'd written a long time ago. You're right, it would have been funnier if a cat told me, but such is life, you know. I'll tell you a little story, and then I'm going to make waves. I don't know. Let's get some water in here. I demand liquid! So yeah, this story. Basically, when I was 16 at school, I had work experience. Did you guys have that at all? So what did you do, sir?
I went to a drama department.
You went to a drama department?
Yeah.
Why were you so not wanting to tell us then?
Well, I did
something happened. I danced for 4 weeks. It's not a bad thing.
This girl did too. So I sort of did 1 week and the other week. Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck happened then. I thought I was welcoming you up. Well, here we have him tonight. Yeah, I was at the co-op for 2 weeks. You guys know the co-op? Sorry, this is not the co-op. Not the co-op. God, where else can you go on the high street that goes, "Can I have some bread, some eggs? Can you bury my dad?" There's nowhere else. You can try, but they'll look at you fucking weird. This is home-based. But yeah, I had a really good time there. I worked there for 2 weeks, and this event happened 2 days before I was due to finish there. Yeah, and I built up a bit of a bond with the people working there. I was quite good friends with the guy on the cheese counter. I'd be like, "Oh, Bernard, what have you got in today?" And he'd go, "Wensleydale." Great times. And it was 2 days before I was due to finish, and I went to go and do a routine stock check on the milk. I can't stress enough that it was a routine stock check on the big 8-foot crate things full of 6 pints of milk. You know the kind I mean, yeah? I was looking at the bottom and I was checking them. I was like, "I better check the milk, so we've got enough." And the milk crate started to give way, full of 6 pints, 8 foot high, and it fell on me. Yeah, thanks. It's like 4 weeks dancing, but it was, 4 weeks intensive. So it fell on me, right? Now, if it scarred me for life and mentally damaged me, I would remember exactly how much milk fell on me, but it didn't, so I'm perfectly fine. 324 pints of milk fell on my body. You know, it just fell straight on me, and I was trapped underneath it. Tried to yell out for help. I went, "Bernard!" And he went, "Wensleydale." He thought we were still playing. I was trapped under there, and it all fell on me, and the milk started to spill out. It spilled out of the cartons, went all over me, went all over the floor, and it really hurt. I was bruised. It really hurt, but I didn't cry over it. There's no sense in that. One man there. I love crying over spilled milk. But yeah, and this was 2 days before I finished, 2 days before retirement. It was a lethal weapon reference. So I was there one day thinking, "Okay, fine, Ben, you got out there fine." No, I was lying. I'll just say something and then I'll leave. Basically, one milk carton started to fall, went straight for my head, and I dodged it. And it hit next to me, and I thought, "I'm getting too old for this shit." Hey? No. And it landed next to me, and I look at it, and it was a 6-pint bottle of Cravendale. You're thinking, "Ben, what's so special about that?" Well, I don't know how clued up you are on the 2009 marketing campaign of Cravendale, but on their bottles of 6-pint milk is a picture of a cow winking. 11 years it took that cow to get its revenge on me. 11 long cow years. I've never set foot in a co-op since, and I've never maintained eye contact with livestock. So, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. I'm Ben Shannon, thank you guys.
Ben Shannon, ladies and gentlemen. Excellent. We